What's up, everybody? Welcome to a Let's Play for Skylanders Swap Force. I'm one of your hosts, Greg Miller, alongside the Big Cheese, Steve Butts.
That's me. I'm the other host.
Yeah, you're the other host. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you, Greg?
I'm good. What are we doing?
So, we got Skylanders Swap Force here. We just got our hands on the next-gen versions, and we wanted to update the reviews. There's not a lot that changes. The game's basically look a little bit better. But we wanted to show you the game in action here. This is the game running on the PlayStation 4, and it looks fantastic, I think.
Yeah, it looks really good. Also, this is Kari Walgren.
Is that right?
Yeah, I can tell. I have an ear for Kari. This is Kari. She was Jeanne d'Arc on the PSP.
Nice.
That's Putty.
Well, if you didn't read it, Skylanders Swap Force, we gave it an 8.2 on the PlayStation 3 and the Xbox 360. We're giving it the same score on the PlayStation 4. Looks a little bit better, but you kind of expect that with the next-gen consoles. If you don't know, the big deal with Skylanders is that Skylanders is a big deal.
It's
gigantic, right?
It is a brilliant money-making move by Activision.
It's also, I gotta say, a decent game.
Yeah, you actually, your children play this. You play it with them.
Yeah, my kids play. I don't know that this is the kind of thing like the Lego games that I would play without my kids.
Yeah.
Or even Disney Infinity. But for something that you're going to sit down and play with, you know, an 8 to 10-year-old kid, you can do a lot worse than Skylanders. So anyway, the gimmick in this game is you have these physical toys that you can transfer into the digital world, right?
Right.
It's a heck of a money-making scheme for Activision. Has really bolstered their business. Now they got something besides Call of Duty to make money on.
Because God knows it wasn't making it.
I know. And they're serving demand with this game very often now. I mean, like Call of Duty, this seems to be an annual franchise.
Yeah.
So this third installment was done by a different team, while I guess the original Toys for Bob guys are working on the true sequel. But the new thing about this one is that you've got characters that can swap. So you've got tops and bottoms now for some of the new series Skylanders, and you can actually change them back and forth. So you got one guy, and you've got some cool powers with him that are associated with his legs. Great, you can use those legs with another person's top. So we'll show you.
And like, what I like about it, right, is that it changes their name too, right?
Yeah.
So isn't it like, I forget what the octopus pirate guy is, but if you keep Octo or whatever, if you switch part of it, it's like,
yeah.
all right,
So they've all got basically first and last names, and the last names are on the legs, and the first name is on the top. So the guy I've got here, this little owl, he's kind of a magical owl. His name is Hoot Loop, right? And so on the bottom, he's got this teleportation power, where he can kind of zip around the battlefield, and that's associated with his legs. And his top, he's got these blasts that he can fire off. So let's say I like that teleportation power, but I don't like his blast. Well, what I can do is I can take him off the portal and swap him out with the
Octopus Man.
The pirate guy. His name is Washbuckler. So I got the pirate top, the eagle bottom, or the owl bottom. I got Wash Loop, right? So now I've still got that teleportation power on this guy, and can zip around. But he's got a sword, and he's got a gun, and things like that. So you can kind of customize the characters a little bit.
That's really cool. That's really cool.
Yeah, it makes it a little more tactical, and like, let's be honest, it helps Activision sell more toys.
Sure. Yeah.
Which is sort of the I won't say it's the entire game for them, but that's a big part of it.
I did that.
That's awesome. It's just because you have different upgrade paths for these things as well. So if I want to upgrade this pirate sword, I can do that. If I want to upgrade this gun, I can do that instead. And there are even certain upgrade paths where it's an either-or proposition. Do you want to upgrade the sword? Do you want to upgrade the gun? And picking one locks you out of the other one.
Gotcha.
It gives you a nice kind of choice.
And, of course, the big deal about these, right, is that it saves all the data. So you're leveling up.
Yeah.
So if you get Wash Loop leveled up here, you can pull him off your portal, the toy, take it to your friend's house, put it on their portal, and have all that data there. Exactly.
And it's interesting. I think the experience is stored on the top. So you level up through the top, and leveling up gives you more hit points, things like that. But you also earn money, and you can use that to unlock the upgrades. Now you'll notice here you're playing one of the old series guys, Terrapin.
Right. Hardcore old school.
Yeah, I mean we've played the previous two games in the series, so he's already 15th level. Wash Loop here is 18th level because we played the heck out of this game at my house.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can use all your old series toys with this. For the next-gen systems, you do have to have a brand new portal.
Ooh,
so you got to get the starter pack. There's no just sort of standalone version of the game.
But your toys work.
So but your toys work.
Enough.
The only one part of this that I really object to from a business standpoint is there are lots of challenges that you have to unlock, and you have to have a specific type of character to do that. And they don't come in the starter pack. So it's like you may need, for example, a fire guy. Well, you don't have a fire guy. And the new swap characters also have certain movement powers, so you got to get the swap powers too. You need a guy who can jump, and only one guy has the special jumping power, or only one guy has a special teleporting power.
Interesting.
So, I mean, parents who are looking to get into this game and they want their kids to get everything, they're looking at a pretty significant investment to buy all these toys. You know, you're going to be into this thing over $100 easily to get everything you want out of it. I don't necessarily think it's worth it, but I think you can have a fun time with the starter pack.
Right, you can complete the game with the starter pack, right? It's just
Yeah.
like bonus objectives and stuff. It's kind of like DLC on the disc.
Well, yeah, but like people who care about trophies and completing
Right.
all the challenges,
You're
like
right.
they're going to need to get into
Now
this.
you're speaking my language. Now
Exactly.
you're explaining the problem.
Right.
The way Greg Miller understands. When they put those dang multiplayer trophies in there, I don't want to go be level whatever in multiplayer Assassin's Creed. Come on.
Exactly. But it's a super fun game. One of the things I really like about it, I mean, it's got a charming visual style, but they're really good at mixing and matching all kinds of just crazy stuff. So there's like we got one of the toys here in front of us. It's like a zombie roller skating roller derby girl, and then you saw the magical owl I had, and this pirate guy. We've got a giant robot, an elf. You're playing
a
walking
shark in a bowler hat.
So I mean, it's got this sort of like anything goes approach to creature and level design. So here's what we're talking about, right? So we need a water guy and a fire guy to
I
get
see.
through that
And
one.
so, like, the starter pack doesn't come with a fire guy, so that door is inaccessible until you buy that toy.
Yeah, exactly,
Gotcha.
exactly. And for example, I brought 6 toys into work with us
Right.
today, and we just don't happen to have a fire guy right now, so we can't do it.
It's got this half and half thing, so it's saying that you need one of the new fire guys then as well.
Well, no, not necessarily. So what this says is you can either play in co-op and you're a water guy and I'm a fire guy, we can get through, or I got a swap guy and half of them's fire and half of them's
Gotcha.
water.
I see how they're doing it.
Yeah, so we got half a water guy. We're good there, but we don't have the fire guy.
Okay.
But anyway, I really like the game. Like I said, we gave it an 8.2 on the old gen consoles. It's getting the same thing here. You're not going to get a lot out of this if you're a fan of combat. It's sort of button mashy, but the animations are colorful. The enemies are kind of varied, so it makes it a fun game. But just know that if you want to get everything you want to get out of it, it's going to be a little pricey.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you can check out the full review, of course, on IGN.com. But what do you think of Skylanders? Do you play it? Who's the best Skylander? Let us know in the comments. Then make sure you share the video with your friends. And keep coming back here to IGN for all the Skylanders news.